how to ask the universe for what you want. So have you been hearing things about the law of attraction and manifestation and ask the universe for a sign? And there's this whole world of all of this, and you're curious about it. You just want to know how to ask the universe for what you want. Then you've found your way to the right video. My name is Monica Reyes, and I am a TEDx speaker. I am founder of MonicaEReyes.com, and I am a Kundalini yoga instructor, a spiritual life coach, and I am here today to tell you about how to ask the universe for what you want. So the universe is always open and willing and waiting for you. And in fact, you are the universe. You are not in the universe, you are the universe. So it's interesting because you technically are asking yourself for what you want. And so wrap your mind around that one. So we're co-creating, right? It's been proven by quantum physics that we are observing things into our reality, right? So although you are asking the universe for what you want, you are also co-creating this on your own, right? You're co-creating with the universe. And so I'm going to tell you some of the easy ways that you can activate the universe, even though it's always here, it's always activated, but to bring it more, to create a relationship, to develop your relationship, a conscious relationship, because it's already here. There is really nothing that you have to do in order to do this, but maybe to bring it into your awareness so that you can start to see the signs. And really that's all this is to bring it into your awareness. So the first thing that I would say is to get clear. What is it that you really want? Is it something that you really want, or is it something that you think that you should have? Is it something somebody else wants for you? Getting really clear on what it is that you want is going to be really, really important here, because the message that you ask the universe, whether you say it out loud, whether you write it down, whether you put it in a vision board, it's got to be clear, right? You've got to feel, and your feelings have to be in complete alignment with that, right? You have to also believe that it's possible. That's going to be the other thing. So getting clear, this is what I want, and yes, I believe this is possible. Now, if you don't believe it's possible, that's okay. So then we got to explore that, right? We take a little detour, and maybe we then go ahead and, and explore, like, why don't I believe that it's possible that I can, attract $50,000? What part of that is not believable? Is there a part of me that feels like I'm unworthy? Can I not receive? Do I feel like, do I have some money story or some other program that is active here? Do I feel like I'm not enough, right? And then so it leads you to this other side of this other world of like what might be blocking you, stopping you, challenging you, what sort of obstacles, right? Why am I repelling? Why is money not coming in so fast or so easily? And so there's an exploration here. So, there's always going to be exploration. We're constantly growing. This is a lifelong journey. So I don't want you to feel like, oh man, this is part of the process, okay? So once you get clear and once you know what you want, then state it out loud, declare it. Universe, I want a sign. Or universe, I am receiving $100, right? And you want to do it from the state of present tense, like it's already being received, not like this is happening in the future. The other thing is doing it in positive tense. So like one thing that is really important. So this is that you wouldn't be asking the universe for this, but you are basically declaring this for yourself, like I am healthy versus I don't want to be sick, right? Two completely different ways to ask the same exact thing. And when you ask, I don't want to be sick, you're in essence saying, I want to be sick. So just being very clear as to how you're stating it. The other thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you put in like parameters. So I am calling in $2,500 into my life, right? Okay, great. So now there's an indefinite time for the universe to provide you the $2,500. So maybe putting in some parameters. So, okay, universe, you've got 48 hours to bring in $2,500, right? A very definite time. It's a lot easier to bring that in. Now, do you believe that this is going to be possible? I say you have fun with it, right? So if you bring in that quality of curiosity and entertainment and fun, rather than like, oh my God, I need this, coming in from scarcity, which is going to resist it all, or coming in from I don't believe, I'm skeptical, right? We're going on in here. So the quality of curiosity allows us to feel ease and have this non-attachment. There's a playfulness to it that allows, and that's really where we want to play when it comes to manifestation. And if you are And if you're having trouble believing in something like that, maybe the first thing you want to do is ask for a sign. So that's what I did. First thing I did was I asked for a sign. All right, universe, you have 48 hours from right now to provide me with a sign. My sign story was so beautiful and powerful. So when I asked for a sign, it was like the very end of the 48th, the second day. And I was like, is this really gonna happen? And so what you wanna do is when you ask is like looking like you've lost your keys, right? Because it could happen and you might completely not be aware of it, right? So looking around for those next 48 hours, like, oh my God, is that my sign? Is that my sign? Is that my sign? And just, and when you feel resonant to it, that's your sign. So my sign, I was living in Miami Beach at the time, and I was leaving the first floor of my building. I was headed out towards the beach because we lived on the ocean at the time. At that time, I just gave birth to my daughter, and dragonflies were like the biggest thing for me. It was like, it was so incredibly meaningful in that moment. And so when I opened, so there were two set of doors, right? We were on the ocean. So there were two set of doors in between the apartment, the inside of the apartment and the outside. So I opened up the first set of doors, and inside was just this one dragonfly. I'm like, oh my God, is that my sign? And I thought, oh, how cute. It's just one dragonfly. Okay, that's a cute sign. It's like, oh wow, universe. I still saw it as a sign. And I wasn't necessarily like expecting this huge big hurrah. I was grateful and appreciative, like, wow, what are the chances of this dragonfly being in here in this moment, in this exact spot, in this exact space, right now, considering this is what I asked for. Then when I opened up the second door and I started walking, something led me to look up, and there was a swarm of dragonflies, a swarm of them, just like, oh my God, so many, just dancing right above me. It was the most beautiful thing ever, and I knew right then and there that was my sign. That was my sign, and that was the beginning of this beautiful relationship with the universe, right? And so I invite you not necessarily to do this because I want things, but it's this beautiful beginning of this relationship of something greater than yourself. It makes you feel so special. I remember going onto the beach and a sign, like something so special happening, and being like, wow, like the beach is empty, yet this is happening right now on the beach, and it's the beach. Like, it's a public place, and yet I'm the only one here, and thinking, wow, the universe did this for me. Like, it changed the way that I felt about life. It changed the way I felt about myself, about my existence and the meaning of all this, right? And that really started off like a beautiful journey between me and the universe, and how I interact. And I talk to the universe on a constant basis, and seeing myself as this beautifully powerful, infinite universe. This natural intelligence has changed my perspective on everything, on how I do business, on how I do relationships, on how I do mothering, on how I am with myself, on every single detail of my life, because I'm coming from that place of I am the universe. I am spirit having a human experience. And so I invite you to sort of expand your outlook if you're looking to create this relationship with the universe. And so the last thing is it's to not have an attachment of the outcome. Just again, like I mentioned, just to have fun with this, to just do it for the heck of it, right? Just see what comes up with it. And if nothing shows up, not being like, this doesn't work. Maybe being like, okay, so what part of this might have gotten wrong, or how did I ask? Did I really believe that this is true? One time I asked for a sign about some specific thing that I want, like I knew the answer to it, and it was something that I knew wasn't good for me, and I knew what the right answer was, but I was still asking because I was looking for another answer. And I got, like, the minute I was thinking about the question, and as I was thinking about the question simultaneously, a truck arrived with the sign in like blaring picture and letters, like, no, that's not the right path for you. And even after that, I still didn't want to listen. So even noticing that, like, are you trying to make this into something? Are you really listening? So actually asking with honesty and integrity. And eventually I listened. I made the right choice. I didn't go for that path, but the universe is here for you at your disposal. And it cares about you, and it's mindful, and it's listening, and it's here to support you. And it's something that you can tap into at any time. In meditation, you can experience the vastness of the universe anytime you want. And the more that you meditate and the more mindful you are, the more that you bring that experience into everyday life. So I hope that you are able to build this relationship with the universe. I hope you're able to build this relationship with yourself. And I hope that you get to experience this vastness of the truth of who you are, because it is such a beautiful experience once you really start to develop that part of you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or you have any signs or you try this, I would love to hear about it. I know our audience would too. If you know anybody that could use this video, please go ahead and share it. And if you like any of these videos, you like these types of videos, please subscribe and hit that bell, because you will get notified every time I release a new one. But thank you so much. It was such an honor to have you today. And as always, make it a great day.